Volunteers scour the shores of Washington state for dead birds, something they do every month. November was a bad month.
We had almost 130 of them out on our beach in about a mile stretch, plus 10 other species. So there were a lot of, it was a long day.
So far, volunteers have found around 8,000 carcasses of the blue-footed seabird, called the Cassin's auklet, along the coast from British Columbia down into Northern California. Scientists estimate as many as 100,000 auklets, most of them young, have died. The question is why? Researchers believe the Cassin's auklets flew closer to the shore than they normally do during their annual migration south. When they couldn't find the amount of food they're used to, they ended up dying of starvation and washed up along the shores of beaches like this.
They're probably not finding food there or enough food, and that's causing some of the population to come closer to shore. And they're not finding food there, obviously, because they're dying and washing ashore.
Tests confirmed the auklets likely died of starvation. Scientists say they didn't find any traces of other potential killers like oil, viruses, or bacteria. They now suspect warm water is to blame.
Warmer than normal, that is, from California all the way up into the Gulf of Alaska.
The birds feed on tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill, which grow in cold water. U.S. scientists say an expanse of exceptionally warm water has spread across the Pacific from the Gulf of Alaska to Japan. The auklet deaths are the latest in a series of marine life mortality events in the world's oceans. Fish, birds, and sea stars have been dying off in record numbers. In January, U.S. scientists published a study blaming disease for just over a quarter of the mass die-offs. Human actions like pollution caused 19%, and climate-related events factored into another 25%.
There is a seasonal cycle in the ocean. It's warmer in the summer, at the end of summer, and colder at the end of winter. And last winter, it didn't cool off as much as usual.
Some U.S. scientists predict the auklet die-off could spread to other marine life later this year.